So I have a big one today. So I'm opening up a box from Video Games Monthly that I just received in the mail today. So I've never bought anything from them before, but I saw on social media they had a flash sale of 40 random PlayStation games for $49.99 plus shipping. So it's a combination of PS1, 2, 3, and 4 games. I have no idea what I'm going to get, but I want to unbox it, do a video, and at the end I'll kind of add up the values of everything, see how that works out, and also see how many of these games I actually want to keep or need. So the first thing I notice, the label is split here because it looks like it wasn't packaged with enough filler, and so something was set on it and it gave. So I'm hoping that there was no damage. Cut the tape here. Okay. It looks like there was quite a bit of dead space down inside this box, and they just used paper, which is probably not sufficient as filler. I see one loose disc, just literally a loose disc laying down in there. That's not expected. So let's start with that. So the loose disc is Frogger. I guess that's PS1. Yeah, it would have. Well, yeah, I think it would have to be. Scratched up pretty badly. So there's game number 1. I was expecting a lot of sports titles. So we have Madden NFL 13 for PS3. But actually, looks like it's complete. So that's nice that it's in that condition. Game Day 99 in a plain case. NBA Live 99. PlayStation. The case is all cracked, but at least it's appears complete. Winning 11? Winning 11-6 International World Soccer for PS2. I'm not familiar with this game at all. So, pretty sure it's the first time I've ever seen that. World Poker Tour for PS2. That's one I might actually keep. I would play a poker game. NHL Face Off 97. Cracked case. But seems complete. NHL 98. Which I may actually have a copy of, even though I have no interest in NHL games. Case is cracked, but just the front. The rest of it's in really good shape, so I could salvage part of it as a replacement case. MLB 12, the show. PS3. It has someone's receipt, looks like, down in there. Alright, so yeah, lots of sports titles so far. Oh wait, now here we go. This is a sealed. Looks like a factory seal, although it's torn. Invisimals Areno Escondido for PS3. Well, that's interesting. I have no idea what this is, but it appears to be completely in either Spanish or Portuguese. So I'll be taking a look at that, because that one is interesting. PlayStation 2, SOCOM 3. Yeah, PlayStation 2. Here's another sealed PS3 game. I don't know. I'm really surprised by this. Medieval Moves Deadman's Quest. This is kind of an interesting one. I might check that out. NFL Game Day 2003 for PS2. Case is decent. No book. NHL 12 for PS3. Case is excellent. Appears to be complete. So, not terrible. NASCAR Thunder 2002 for PS1. Pretty good case on that. It's complete. I've never played a NASCAR game. I would be willing to give that a shot. MLB 07 The Show, PS2, appears complete. Does it say Drome Racers? Lego? It looks like Drome. I'm not even 100% sure. PS2, that is not something I'm familiar with. Here's another sealed. This one's Deus Ex, Mankind Divided, Day 1 PS4 edition. The disc is loose. I've heard that's a very easy fix. So, I'll take a look at that. PS4, The Elder Scrolls Online. Looks like a Spanish or Portuguese edition. The Explorer's Pack. This looks like a factory seal to me. I'm not an expert by any means. That's surprising. Alright, Madden 2001. And Bratz. Dress up, get down, and be a Bratz superstar. That is definitely not something on my radar for purchase. Puzzle Challenge, Crosswords, and More for PS2. PS2 is not the ideal platform for a crossword game, but it's not the worst thing, I guess. Is this really the cover art? This doesn't look right. I don't know. This looks weird to me. Game Day 99. I feel like this cover art's just in backwards or something. Or the cover art's missing and that's the book. I don't know. I'll have to take a look at it. Madden 25. PS3. It's complete. FIFA 15 for PS3. Also appears complete. We've got a loose NBA 2K14. Guitar Hero 2, Legends of Rock. Wasn't expecting that. I know these are pretty easy to find. Guitar Hero 2. I think this is probably the one I already have. Tiger Woods PGA Tour 08. And Madden 2003. Complete. Looks like both are probably complete. FIFA 15 for PS4. Appears complete. FIFA 16 Deluxe Edition. PS3. That's interesting that the game is in a sleeve, but it may be complete. Lots of FIFA games. Tiger Woods PGA 07 for PS3. Appears complete. NBA 2K18. Looks good. 2K17. Looks good. Heavensward. Final Fantasy 14 Online. So I guess this is just a DLC. Yeah. That's new. I don't know anything about that, but it looks like it probably has a bit of I assume I have a little bit of value. Oh, here's Final Fantasy 14 Online. DLC, the complete experience. Okay, and here's another copy of Heaven's Ward for PS3. Both of these look like they're factory seals. MLB 08 The Show. PS3. Right. And finishing up with Madden 15 PS3. So, I believe that's everything. So that's everything. So let me kind of get some counts on this, get some values, and we'll see how we did. Okay, so I've sorted everything. I have looked up prices based on price charting, and the number is way higher than I expected, and it's because so many of these sports games on price charting actually have more value than I would expect. So I'm not really sure what to make of that. So the total come to $233.68, which is, after shipping, about 3 times, close to 3 times what I paid. I don't expect that if I were to trade these in, I would get anywhere near that. Well, obviously I wouldn't if I traded them in. Same if I sell them. I'm curious if I could recoup my money by trading them in, and that'll be the next thing that I take a look at. And I'll probably do a post about that as well. So the breakdown is 9 PS1. That's 22.5%. So that's this stack. We had 11 PS2, which is 27.5%. 14 PS3, which was the most, 35%, and 6 PS4, 15%. We had 7 loose games here up front. That is 17.5%. 65%, which was the bulk, were complete or mostly complete. And then we had 7 that were sealed. There were 3 PS4 games and 4 PS3 games that were sealed. I knew I would have a lot of sports titles. It worked out to 26 of the 40, so 65% of the games are sports games. The other's a decent mix of different genres, some RPG, some rhythm games, some I think there was just one first-person shooter, if I remember correctly. So a reasonable mix, but definitely mostly sports games. There wasn't really anything that jumped out as far as being valuable. Everything was pretty much between like $3 and $9 or so. There are those several that had bilingual packaging that I thought was interesting. There is this one, which is the Invisimals, El Reino Escondido, which is entirely in Spanish. I forget what that even means, but when I looked it up, everything else was listed in this part was in English. It's not a PAL game, because the PAL game is in English as well, so I might look into that a little bit more and see what the deal is there. As far as things that I might actually keep or play, since I haven't, I may try NASCAR Thunder just to see what it is. I doubt that I'll keep it. I may check out this Drone Racers. I'm kind of curious of what it is, but I doubt that I would keep it. World Poker Tour, I might actually keep. I've never played one of these, and I like poker games well enough. Over here, I mean, these Final Fantasy Online, I don't really see a reason to hold on to those. This Medieval Moves, I'm interested in it, but it requires the Move controller, so I don't think that I wouldn't play it. So if I kept it, it would just be because it's interesting. And then the same thing here, this Spanish language game. I mean, I don't know. I would hang on to that. I'm not sure. As far as PS4 goes, there's just Sealed Deus Ex, Mankind Divided. I don't know. Possibility. The Elder Scrolls Online, I don't have. I would never play it, it's an online game, but I don't know. Possibly. I mean, honestly, none of this is anything I would have bought intentionally. So this will probably mostly be games I'll be taking to see if I can trade in and see what value I can get out of them that way. Maybe I can turn this bunch of 40 games into trade-in value that I can then, get a handful or maybe just one game that I really would like to have. So that'll be the next probably thing on the list. The next time I am somewhere, I have a store in mind I'll probably check out the next time I'm there. Maybe later this month, early next month. May pack these up and take them and see what I can get for them. But there we have it. That is what I received in the box from Video Game Monthly. Again, that was 40 random PS1, 2, 3, and 4 games. $49.99 plus tax. Depending on, I guess, your purposes, it could be a huge bust. It could be a wash. I don't. The only situation in which I can see this being a huge win is for someone that just wanted to start a collection like this and just wanted to add anything they could get their hands on. In that case, it might not be a bad move, but not great for me, but I enjoyed going through it. It was worth it for that. I hope you guys enjoy the video. And I may still do this again sometime. I'm not going to rule it out entirely.